And then we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. You're almost there. It's almost Friday. Our last day of school is tomorrow, so I'm really excited. But we are going to talk about, me and Erica are going to talk about customers. So, we always are twofold, customers, distributors, and maintaining each. So tonight we're going to talk to you guys about loyal customers, okay? And loyal customers or retail customers. I have my little cliff notes here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So let me tell you how I do it. I don't go for immediate sale with my loyal customers. I interrogate the mess out of them. I want to know what you want to use this for, how are you going to use it, what time frame. Like, I literally go through a whole just bulleted points of questions, because I don't want them to get a product in their hand that I have sold them and say it does not work, because we all know that our products work. So I asked them, what's your health goals? Christy, what are you looking to do? What are you looking to do? And, if you come to me with a cleanse, I honestly tell them what that cleanse will do. I say, okay, well, for these first 2 days of the month, you're going to use a cleanse. You're probably going to want some wraps to go with it to maximize your detox. However, and I do tell them this, what are you going to do the rest of the 28 days of the month? Because we all know the cleanse is it's a temporary quick fix to get your health goals started. But what are they going to do? They need something else, because day 3, they'll go get some fried chicken and then mashed potatoes. And then day 4, they out eating pizza and eating hot wheat. And you know what I'm saying? It's a continuum. It keeps going. But then they're going to go back to the first day and say that the cleanse didn't work. No, because you didn't effectively ask them, what are you using this for? So the first part of it, I don't care what you come to me about, I ask you, what's your health goals? And I will tailor that product based on what you tell me. If you ask me about something and I don't feel like you really need that product, I can recommend something else, because I probably tried pretty much all of them except Estro Rhythm. So I can tell you about any weight loss product there is. So as far as their health goes, always ask questions, okay? If they come to you and they're like, hey, girl, I want the wraps. Okay, girl, well, what you want the wraps for? What you going to do with the wraps? What's the purpose of the wraps? Because, our products work together. So you need to be recommending a couple of things. So wraps and defining gel, or maybe wraps and probiotics, because they're looking at the outside, but what are they going to do about the inside? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I asked them, well, how do you eat? I ask people that because, I'm a big girl. I like to eat, so I want you to tell me how you eat, and I'm going to tell you what's not going to work for you. I'm not going to just sell you something just to say I sold it to you, because I don't want you to put a bad name out there for this company or me and tell me that it doesn't work when you didn't use it right, okay? So the second part is, I always, and I just learned this in the last 6 months, I asked them, I said, what's a realistic time frame to achieve your goals? You know what I'm saying? So you'll have people come and tell you they want to lose 30 pounds in 2 days. That's not realistic. We're not going to talk about that. You know what I mean? So 30 pounds in about 3 or 4 months, we could do that. But that's a maintenance. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be recommending products each month. And this is setting an expectation. This is not telling them about the auto ship, but this is telling them, hey girl, you're gonna get a product shipped to you monthly. Okay? I don't even say monthly. I'll be like, well, we can try products as your shipments come. I try to get out of that, but I want them to know this is going to be a continuous thing. So don't think this is a one-time sale. Okay? Also, I asked them, and I do go through it. I keep products on my desk now, and I ask them, and I'm like, can I show you 5 of my favorite products? Because typically people who come to me, and it may be different for you. You may be skincare. You may be an expert on something else, or one of our lifestyle products. I'm an expert on how to lose weight, how to tighten up some skin, how to get healthy from the inside. So I can tell you my favorite 5 products. Get you at least 3 products to know in and out. You know what I mean? You don't need to know everything. Recommend 3, and 3 best sellers. You can recommend greens, hair, skin, and nails, and wraps, or whatever has been working for you, because everybody's had some kind of health goal since they started and you've used a product, okay? So I recommend the top 5 products that I like as far as losing weight. And then I asked them, what other things can we work out for you? Do you need some skincare? Everybody needs to wash their face. Everybody's probably not using the right kind of cleanser. Recommend them some skincare. Maybe recommending them a facial. They want to feel like they have a spa at home. You know, but this comes from you asking questions, not just, hey, Sharon, I want some greens. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask, okay, well, what do you want the greens for? What are you trying to use with it? How do you eat throughout the day? You know what I mean? I had one potential loyal customer who basically told me she works at a jail and she sits all day. So at work, she's fine. When she gets home, she pigs out. So I say, you know what? Let's get you on this shake and let's figure out how we can work this where you can have the shake in the evening. You can eat what you want to eat because she says she brings her lunch and everything to the job. But let's put you on something nutritious so when you get home, you just don't pig out. You know what I mean? So that comes from questions, guys. You have to ask questions. When you're getting these loyal customers, you need to be able to ask them questions so you can recommend the most effective product for them, okay? So after I recommend the products, and I always use this, and I've learned not to just shoot them before and after. It's like everybody in my before and after, well, we know it's not true, but those are my girls. You know, let me show you when my girl got approved with corporate. And they're like, oh, bet, you know, okay. You know, I showed them a little melanin, I showed them a little vanilla, I showed them whatever. And I'm like, oh, she just got approved. You know, she did this in X amount of time, or she did this without exercise. But you have to take possession of it. Just don't show them a screenshot from Pinterest, okay? Make it a little bit personal, edit it out, make it look like it came from your phone. Don't have nobody else's name on the picture, but make it look like you can text that out to somebody, okay? Take ownership in your business. And this is where you can really succeed in this business is when you're like, hey, girl, let me show you Brittany's before and after pictures. It's bomb. She lost her stomach. She did this, this, and this. And a corporate before and after will tell them the products. Okay, and then the next part of it, after I send it to them in Messenger and I've recommended the products, I just tell them, I typically tell them, let me recommend you a combo or some things that I know are effective to work together. Because if you come to me with greens, let's get you on some probiotics too, because you need not only to absorb those minerals, you need to be able to flush out all those nasty toxins and everything. So I tell them what it's for, but it's also combining the cell. You know what I mean? So don't just, unless they're on a really strict budget and they really, really want to try it, then yeah, give them the greens or yeah, give them probiotics. But if they were like, girl, my budget like $100, like that's like lottery to me. Like I recommend everything under the sun. And typically that's before shipping in Texas, you know, so you can't tell me $100 because I recommend you a system or whatever. So the next part of it is for, and these, don't worry about writing these down. I'm going to send these, I'm going to put that on that little post we have, and I'm going to try to put it in this chat, but I don't know if that's possible. I'm not that advanced. So number 6 is actually, I asked them, what's your realistic budget? What can you stick to? Because I'm setting an expectation. You're going to do this for 3 months. You're not going to tell nobody I sold you something that didn't work. You have to be professional enough and responsible enough to stick to these greens for 3 months, okay? I don't say that part, but that's how my tone comes across. You know, it's just like, what can you stick to for 3 months so we can make sure you're effective with these products? Okay, well, I can stick, like a girl told me earlier today, I can stick to $60. I recommended her the wraps. That's $68.15 in my world. I don't know how the taxes is everywhere else, but you're going to have a little wiggle room. I'm going to get you down to the last cent. If you tell me 60, we're going to try these wraps because we know the wraps work. Okay, so, and when I tell them about the realistic budget, this is verbatim when I said, what's a realistic budget you can stick to for at least 3 to 6 months? Since you did mention, because I go back to whatever they told me, girl, I'm not eating right, I'm not healthy, I need to lose this, I need to do that. But I wrap it back around to what they already told me. So you're going to have to listen. If they say they need to lose 30 pounds in 4 months, because you already told me that you want to achieve this goal in X amount of months, okay? So it's just questions, making sure you're getting what they need, the appropriate products. Don't recommend, if you're selling the cleanse, try to get them on a wrap. You know, if they don't want to buy the whole box of wraps, sell you a wrap. I don't care if they're not in your city. Sell it to them, mail it to them. You know what I mean? Just say, girl, okay, you need to try this wrap. It'll be effective with the cleanse. You know, have them do 2 of something. Typically, the loyal customer is the better option because that's more GV for you, but recommend a couple of products with them. And I do tell them, and I make them feel special. I'm like, you're receiving this at 40 to 50% off for getting started today. And then I send them a picture of the loyal customer picture that you can get off Google. And I erase that little part, and I'll put it in the comments section too, where it says free shipping, because we don't offer that anymore. But I want to give them a visual that A, you're going to be saving money each month. B, you're going to do this. C, if you cancel this, there is a charge. I didn't say that, but it says that on that picture. Okay. So I want to get them an expectation. And I do create, for those ones who I'm kind of like leery about, okay, are you going to stick to this? I typically write it out, because I'm usually talking to people through Messenger, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm talking to them. I don't have a lot of phone conversations. A lot of people trust me in Messenger. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll roll with it. But I tell them, like, you're going to stick to this for June and July and August, and I'll put the dollar amount, and I'll post a example of that in the comment section as well. And this is very important for me, because I like to tell them, like, look, if I'm selling you this, and you're going to stick to it for 3 to 6 months, we need to have an understanding. You need to stick to this. Don't change this out. And you can change the product, but don't go from a system to just probiotics the next month, because that's telling me you're not using your products. Okay? So I have this whole long, drawn out conversation. And this part, I tell them, I said, it's important to stick to the wellness plan each month of the trial. We can either collaborate on how the same products are working wonderfully for you, or it'll be my pleasure to recommend other proven products that yield results. I asked them, how does that sound? You know, typically, like, okay, you know, they want to go ahead and get started. They tired of me talking at this point. But I'm trying to make sure they understand, you're going to stick to this. Hopefully we get you on a couple products. If not, I'm going to get you the most effective product for the kind of results that you want to yield. And I tell them these items will be shipped to you promptly. I truly appreciate you for trusting me to help you with getting healthy. So this is what I do at the end. And I just tell them this because it makes people feel special. I'm like, I'm going to mail you a little mini detox. My mini detox is those old greens that's like $25. I put 1 or 2 in an envelope, just 1, sometimes depending on what they get. Or I'm stingy about my chews, so I don't really hand those out. But you can put 1 green and 1 chew in an envelope and just say thank you. Tell me how, if they didn't buy the greens, just say, tell me how this tastes to you. Text it to me and tell me how it tastes. Okay? So that lets me know they received it, lets me know they tried it. And then, you know, that could be something you can recommend on the next item shipment if they didn't get it on the first one. Okay? So that's pretty much it. It's just with getting your loyal customers, don't think of it as a direct sale. Ask them questions to make sure you can recommend the appropriate product to them. Okay? Erica?
Hi, y'all. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing. Those are some amazing tips.
Welcome.
I took some notes, even though I know you said I'm going to send it out. I have to write a couple of things down so I can retain it. So thank you for sharing. So everyone, I'm going to talk to you about customer retention and customer service, okay? Do y'all know that it's so much easier to keep a customer than to get a new customer? Yes, it's so much easier doing that, but you have to provide your customers amazing customer service so that they can continue to trust you and know that you're not just here to sell them a product and go on about your life, okay? So the first thing that I like to do is to make sure that when a customer places their order, ensure that they got their invoice, ensure that they got their email, because for one, you know the right email is on file. So if they need to reset their password or anything of that nature, you know that everything is going to the right email address. Just also make sure that they get their invoice, okay? So they know how much that product was and they know that it has gone through, okay? The next thing that you want to make sure that you do is that you want to make sure you let them know that they're going to get another email to let them know when they're going to receive their package, when it's shipped off. I have customers all the time. They'll, even after I've told them to check their email, they'll call me, hey, I haven't received my package. It's been over a week. I'm like, oh yeah, you remember that email I told you? Go back in and click on the tracking number and it will tell you when it's expected to be delivered, okay? So you want to make sure you stay on top of that, make sure they see that, because hey, things does happen. and they may not, something could happen with the post office, FedEx, anything could happen. So you want to make sure that it's on track for your customer to receive it, and to make sure it's not delivered at the wrong address. Because for some reason, I've had it where FedEx and the U.S. Postal Service take it to the wrong address, and I don't know why, but I've had it happen. So you definitely stay up on that too, okay, for your customers. I like to actually have a notebook that's separated for customers. So every single month, if y'all are not keeping track of your loyal customers that you get every single month, I definitely recommend doing so. This is so that you know when this person signed up to be a loyal customer, okay, what products that they actually started on. So my rule of thumb is to follow up 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. Okay, so you want to make sure you have some type of follow-up in place for your customers, because they want to hear from you. They definitely do. And they may need to tweak some things. So if you have that on track, you're able to say, okay, such and such ordered her greens and her system April of 2017. So you know when to follow back up with her, okay? Let's see here. Definitely follow up with your customer. Once they get it, I like my customers to tell me this. As soon as your package arrives, please let me know. And what I tell them is this: I want to go over with you how to properly take your product, okay? Because they're not going to remember once, you get off the phone and they're waiting 7 to 10 days for their package to arrive. So I say, hey, let me know as soon as you get your package so we can go over things again. For one, I want to make sure they have their package. For two, I want to make sure that they're starting to take their product. Because you'll have customers, y'all, they're like, oh, yeah, it's been sitting on the counter. I haven't taken anything yet. And they be the ones to say it works, don't work. And they ain't took it. Okay? So definitely follow up. Make sure they, they got the product, and you go over them properly taking their product. Okay? Another one of my things that I'll do y'all have a portfolio, or do y'all have it where your customers send you a before and after picture every 30 days? That is a great tool to keep them on track, okay? You have people say, well, and this is the ones who don't send the pictures right off. I didn't see any results. I'm like, but you never sent me a before and after picture. Oh, I forgot to take a picture. Well, that's why you didn't see any results. Because if you go look in the mirror, you're not going to see results, okay? Just like if you go look in the mirror, you're not going to see you lost a pound. But if you go get on the scale, you can see that you lost a pound, okay? With our customers, especially the ones that's wrapping, they're not going to see a difference by just looking in the mirror. But they will if you compare those two pictures, okay? And every single month, they're going to see more and more results. So definitely ask for those before and after pictures, even if you feel like you are harassing someone. I don't know if y'all know Ambassador Diamond Alina Conley. Fallon Rice was one of her people she actually harassed to get her before and after pictures to her. Fallon had booked a trip she was in Africa. Alina was still messaging her, I need your picture. I need your picture. Little did she know that Alina was going to post her picture, and her picture went viral, okay? Her before and after picture. Now look where she is. She's presidential diamond. So, hey, get your before and after picture. You never know what you're going to create from that, okay? All right. So, and ask them, is it okay to post their picture? A lot of times I may crop my clients' head out because they don't want people to know that's their body. So I'll crop it out. I don't tag them in it. I'll just say, look at my client, so with the ones who do not want to be known for that's their body, okay? So definitely ask them, is it okay? Ask for permission. And when it's time, it's hard for us to remember certain people with their auto ships, but I try to stay on board, especially if it's a newer person. I do remind them, my newest people, when it's time for their auto ship, hey, just giving you a heads up, it's time for your whatever your system to run? Are we sticking with the system? What are your results? Do we need to make any changes? And when I say make any changes, I'm including the product or the actual date. Because some people need to change their dates around. And I let them know it's very flexible, that they can change it between the 1st and the 25th. So make sure y'all let y'all customers know that, okay? This will help prevent declines too. Okay? All right. Always notify your current loyal customers, like for sales. Like if we have something special going on, especially the ones who are on that particular product for auto ship, y'all, hey, send them a message. Hey, I just want to let you know, girl, you're going to get an even better deal this month. We have a promotion going on. Let them know. Tell them that VIP. You know, we even though we don't try to be salespeople, we are. Reality, we're salespeople, okay? So you have to make your customer feel good. A salesperson makes their customers feel good about the product that they have. And hey, let them know they're VIP. They're going to get a special, even better offer this month. Just set up their auto ship. I mean, just make them feel good. And let's see. One of the other things, y'all, that is like my biggest thing is you want to continue to establish rapport with your customer. Don't make them feel like you're just there, like I said, to just sell them a product. You want to make sure that you are engaging on their posts and stuff on Facebook. Continue to like their posts. Continue to comment on their posts. You are a person. You don't want to look like just, you don't want them to look like a number. You want them to feel like your family. And when you have developed that relationship with your clients, they're not going to go anywhere. Okay? They're not. Because a customer can call customer service like that, cancel their customer agreement. I don't care if they've already completed the 3 months, and they would get discount price for the rest of their life. If someone else come along that they feel more connected with, they will cancel and they will go to them and do 3 more months. I have it happen all the time. And not with me, I'm talking about customers coming to me, hey, I want to be your client. Okay? So definitely make sure that you establishing that rapport and, congratulate them if their kids are graduating, if they're graduating, if they had a baby, whatever, getting married, send them a congratulation. Let them know that you see what's going on. Even if you send them a personal text, if it's something big, give them a call. Okay? And let me see, I'm just looking at my notes, make sure I covered everything that I wanted to cover. That is pretty much it, y'all. Do y'all have any questions, thoughts, concerns?
Hey, looking like they don't have no questions, Erica.
Right. Y'all make sure y'all hit unmute, because I know sometimes we can be talking and we don't know we're on mute. Or hit unmute if you are wanting to say something.
Well, if y'all don't have any questions, I just want to reiterate what she talked about with the customer service. Make sure you hone in on that. Yes, it's going to be posted, Victoria, as soon as whatever it does, and I figure out how to post it on DK Diamonds, I will, and I'll put the notes of what we talked about in the comment section too. Treat your customers with like fine scale restaurant customer service, okay? Don't give them that McDonald's, don't give them that Church's, don't give them that kind of customer service. Treat them like they just the cream of the crop. I don't care if they bought some shoes with nothing GV. You know what I mean? Like, treat them like, because what's going to happen is, as long as you continue, and this is a continuum thing. This is not just, okay, she bought this today and I'm not talking to her again, and then all of a sudden, month 3, her credit card declined. Oh, she done switched that baby out because she's tired. You know what I'm saying? If you build that rapport with these people, and this is very simple. Like, I literally go through my steps to success with my old customers. That's part of my hundreds list. I just go like stuff on their page because it's letting them know I'm still there. I'm commenting. I still care. And, they're going to continue to do that thing as far as the auto shipment is concerned. Now, if they want to switch it up, my customers are very like, girl, I don't want this no more. Let me get this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gotten to that point. I have almost 2-year-long customers. You know what I mean? So not all of them, but I do have some long-standing customers because you have to build that connection, So they're your loyal customers, but that customer service piece has to be continuous. It should never be a point where you don't talk to your customer ever again. I had somebody tell me that. And she became my loyal customer, like Erica was talking about. She became my loyal customer. She was like, Crystal, I'm just scared. The last person I bought these hair, skin, and nails from, I asked her how to use it. I never talked to her again. And she said she returned the stuff the same day she got it. Like from initial sale to product shipment to maybe 2 or 3 days later. And at that time, the shipment was like 2 or 3 weeks. She was like, I did not hear from that girl. She deleted me off Facebook, whatever. So more than likely the girl quit. I said, you do not have to worry about that with me. And then we have a loyal customer page, or I'll send them DK Diamonds page and be like, I want to add you to this. It doesn't matter. I just let them know you're going to be included in something. That way I can keep up with you. If not, you're going to have my one-on-one attention. So just keep that customer service piece, and that helps with your retention. Okay?
Absolutely. And last thing that I want to add to what Crystal is saying is, if y'all are not, if you don't follow up, we're not trying to scare you or anything like that, but we want you to know the real.
Right.
Okay? So say, for instance, you're not providing customer service. Y'all know that I've had 2 distributors come on my team who had purchased from other It Works distributors.
Yep.
And guess what? They were not getting customer service. They saw my post on Facebook and they see how I go in. And guess what? They say, I've been thinking about it and I want to join your team.
Yep.
So definitely follow up with your clients, y'all. Stay connected with them. I promise you, y'all, it will turn into so much more. So much more. They will send referrals to you.
Yes.
They will send, they will sign up and become distributors. They will host parties for you. Like they really will do that for you.
And I'm glad you said it. I'm going to post something in the comments along with this other stuff once this uploads. I did that like 2 weeks ago. Remember when Kim posted that thing, can I share something on your page? Yep. So I kind of edited the verbiage, and I secretly sent it to people in Messenger just to see who would say something. I had 15 people tell me yes. Just never been my customer. They were like, yeah. And I was just like, all I need you to do, let me post it or you can post it and then just tag me. And one girl had like 30-something comments. She was like, so you mean to tell me if all these people buy, they're going to buy from you? Absolutely. This is why I've been telling you to be a DT for the past 2 years. She was like, oh, okay, well, let me figure some stuff out. I'll call you back later. You know what I'm saying? So that can drum up you a future DT because they really don't know what kind of influence they have. A lot of people, when they tell you no, they're scared. Point blank to the period. They just scared. And that could be as a loyal customer or distributor. They scared. They either scared they're not going to have the money, or they're gonna be scared about not being able to hold up to the expectation of being a DT. Give them a little bit of confidence and be like, girl, Melanie, I know you can do this. Let me go and post this on your page, and then they can come on back to me. But see, what you're going to tell them is they're going to buy from me, Melanie, not you. So Melanie Little Will going to be like, oh, wait, what? They don't know the percentage that we get. They just know they're not getting nothing from posting, but that's still a referral. Okay? All right. Y'all good? Y'all have any questions? No, we have almost 30 people. Erica, we popular. All right. Well, we appreciate your time. I'm going to let this go ahead and condense, and then I'll upload it to DK Diamonds. Didn't want to hold you guys long. And I'll put the little scripts and stuff in the comments. So we appreciate you guys, okay? Okay. Let me make sure I know how to